There you go. Welcome back. Our next guest is a New York-based artist who joins us to share his career journey from playing in the NBA to putting his talents on display at art exhibits here in New York and across the country. Please welcome to the show Neil Anthony Edwards. Neil, welcome.
Hey, how you doing, Dr. Bob?
You still balling?
A little bit, not like I used to.
Shot calling?
Yeah, trying.
Hey, listen, you've been on a wonderful journey. Tell us about some of the things that you've been into, coming from the LA
Far Rockaway,
Clippers
Queens.
basketball.
Yeah, started in Far Rockaway, Queens. Made it to the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah,
Played briefly for them. Played briefly for the New Jersey Nets when they were in New Jersey. Um, been a very interesting career. I went on after that to do other things. Played around the world, China, Venezuela, Middle East. Played all over, and then I started off as an artist. I went to art and design high school in Manhattan.
yeah,
But as I started to grow, people were like, art is cool, but you should probably pick up, the basketball and see what you can do with it. So I did. I mostly did it to, get a scholarship for college and everything. But I ended up getting really good and attracted the eyes of scouts who, brought me to LA.
yeah. So you still balling then? Look at this beautiful artwork behind you. Did you put that together?
Yes, these are
Yeah,
two of my pieces. I'm actually in the
beautiful
studio right
pieces.
now. Um, Two beautiful pieces, Angelina and the cello, and the lonely guitar. So it's backwards in my fingers. But yeah,
Yeah,
these are two pieces I recently created. I did a series also called We're All Fading. It's a series dedicated to the fragility of time and, all the people that I created, they had no faces and, it was just
yeah,
the fashion and the things left behind. It was a series that did very well. A lot of people were interested. So I only have one piece left from that series. So
yeah.
yeah, but there's a lot of good things, I've been doing with the art. Been doing shows in the Hamptons, did shows in Miami. I really got back into it around the pandemic. Which, as you can hear from a lot of people, resurrected a lot of their careers and found new skills during the pandemic. And I came back to the art around 2019, 2020, and a few of my pieces went viral, and it's been going on. It's been great from that
That's
point
what we
on.
want. That's what we want. We want it to go viral. So wait a minute.
Yeah,
You started out in the arts, got into
yeah,
basketball, you started balling, then you came back to the arts.
yep,
So let's
yep,
keep that circle of love going, right?
yeah. But I always wanted to come back to the art, But
Yeah.
I did it mainly to. I was really creating pieces for my house because we moved out to Long Island in 2020. So I was really creating pieces just for my mental health and because there was so much going on in the world and
Yeah.
I said let me put some art on the walls and I started showing people what I was doing and they were like, hey, could you do one for me? And I'm like, I'm not doing this for other people. It's just really for me. But you know people kept asking and then I started doing pieces for people. Then I started doing shows and inviting people out and it's been uphill from there.
Yeah, man. No, coming just doing it for yourself, and now that piece went viral. Now everybody wants to know about it, right?
Yes, everybody wants to
So,
know about it. And the brand I started is it's a new Anthony Edwards collection, but it's also luxury begins with art because a lot of my pieces have been selling in luxury buildings, luxury homes, and it's more marketed as a luxury brand. Because I just want you people to have something in their homes that they come home and see it and they say, wow, this is beautiful. It accents a room perfectly, accents an office, accents a workspace. So that's what I focused on to put you on a
yeah.
luxury mindset.
You know, we think about the people in California, people
Yeah,
losing their homes and everything. Well, they're going to have to
yeah,
rebuild, and they're going to be looking to put the beauty back into the picture. And
yes,
that's where beautiful people like you are going to come into being, into helping
yeah.
them with that beautiful look that they're going to need again, because it's devastating
Very
out there right now. It's a
tragic,
disaster.
tragic,
Yeah.
tragic. I mean, it's like the world is very much in need of beauty and art right now because it's one thing after the other. And I'm an optimist, but I'm optimistic, but you just have to always prepare that you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So, like I said, people need beauty. They need things that they can look at and escape. So, something that give them a euphoric feeling because
Yeah.
you turn on the TV and everything is bad news and
I know.
destruction.
But then there's people like you with the good news. Are you going to be
Yeah.
displaying somewhere in New York soon?
Yes, I have shows coming up in the Hamptons. I have a show in Southampton. I'm
Oh, okay.
putting together a show in the city. It's probably going to be either February or March. I have a show coming up in Huntington, Long Island. So, I do the Hamptons Fine Art Fair usually every year. So I'm going to be probably doing about 15 to 20 shows this year
All right.
alone.
Make
So
sure you give my producer a call and let us know where you're going to be. Or is
absolutely, I
this is going to be
absolutely
on your
will.
website too, right?
On my website and my Instagram, which is Neil Anthony Edwards Collection, you can go to my Instagram and I'll be posting when the shows are going to be,
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Yeah. This is the New York-based art that you've created, right? In addition to some
Yes,
of the other pieces that you put together.
yes. And
Yeah.
the website is NeilAnthonyEdwardsCollection.com. And I'm
Ah.
based out of Long Island, so yeah, my studio's in Long Island as well. So
Uh-huh.
that's where I'm based out of right now.
Beautiful. I may come and get a couple of pieces too. Cuz
Absolutely.
you ready to check out Neil's pieces? We got some people in the studio interested in checking out some of your art.
Hey, just make an appointment, man. We come to the studio. I'll give you a tour.
Said make
See
an
what you
appointment,
like.
come to the studio, give you a tour.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Said you got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. So where's the first place you're going to be? You said you're going to start the tour. Where's the first one going to be? Out in the Hamptons?
The first one is going to be out in the Hamptons.
Uh,
That'll be around March. I'm doing two in the Hamptons, March and June.
okay.
But I'm putting together something for February and April. I want to return back to the city because a lot of my fans are in the city and they're like, listen, can you come closer to the city? Because Long Island is kind of hard for a lot of people to reach. So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be going back to Brooklyn. That's where I did my first show with the Clovis Fine Art Gallery next to the Barclays Center, and
Yeah.
that was a huge success. So I'll
Well,
be looking to return back to the city, but I'll be posting all of that on my Instagram when I have these dates solidified.
you got it. Keep us abreast. What do you tell young people who are looking? You got a lot of artists out there that don't know exactly what they want to do with their lives yet. What do you tell them? They have that feeling that this may be where I want to go in life.
You gotta have faith. You gotta believe in yourself, and trust me. There's gonna be many days where you're gonna, it's art is personal. So for us to reveal that to the world, it's like a part of us, and you don't know how it's gonna be accepted. You don't know if people are gonna reject it, or some people get caught up in likes and I didn't get 100 likes, or I didn't get 1,000 likes. It's not in art. You gotta understand. It's not about the quantity. It's the quality.
Yeah.
So, I don't have a million followers, but I sold a lot of pieces last year, and I've done well in my shows and things of that nature. So it's not always about having a million fans, because I know a lot of people that have millions of followers and don't sell a lot of art. They're just followers and people that are interested in what they're doing. So
Right.
don't lose faith. Create what you love. Because I don't paint just one thing. A lot of gallerists wanted me to stay in a box and just paint this, just paint that.
Right.
You have to paint what you love, paint what you would want in your house, and you'll find a fan base that way. But you got to have a lot of faith, because there's going to be a lot of days where it looks like nothing's happening, then all of a sudden, boom, you got 4 or 5 people collecting your pieces.
That's
I did a
how it
show out in
happens.
Long Island, at a steakhouse, and it was one of the biggest shows in Long Island in August. So you never know. It's unconventional ways to be successful in this business.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
One day it's like this, and people think because they fail once or twice, 3 times that that is it. But don't
No.
give up.
No, failure is a part of the journey, man. Failure is a part of the journey.
Yeah, that's right. We fall down, but we get
We
up.
get up. Yep. Dust ourselves off and keep our head up.
There you go. What does that say on your shirt there? Luxury begins with art. There
Art.
you go.
And this
Luxury
is,
begins with art.
Yeah, and this red dot represents when you make a sale in a show, you put a red dot next to the piece so people know that piece is no longer available. So this is the brand. Luxury begins with art, and it's subliminally making people understand that art is to be bought and collected.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to bring a lot of red dots with you.
Absolutely. 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 I plan to red dot a lot of pieces this year. And, if anyone that needs beauty in their homes, you might have a room that needs some life and some pop, check me out. Trust me, I can, make any room beautiful.
Neil Anthony Edwards, the ball player, still balling and shot calling, got the art going. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you do.
Absolutely.
Thanks for sharing.
I appreciate you, and thank you for having me again. Thank you,
You got
so
it.
much.
Come back again. All right, we'll take a
Absolutely.
quick break right here. I've got more. More open coming your way next. Stand by.